morning, everyone, and welcome to Omni Learning Center Multimedia Channel, broadcasting from here to the entire world. Today, we are very pleased to have with us Miss Manners, the author of Be Polite and Do It Right. Today, we're going to be talking about being a host when you're invited to someone's home and being a good guest. So, as you know, this is Miss Manners' little friend Winnie. Winnie, oh look, here comes Miss Manners now.
Oh, it is so nice to see you. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here again.
Well, thank you for being here. And Miss Manners,
Yes.
I'll start out the program right away on being a host or being a guest. I have a letter here from Monterey. Abby in Monterey, California says, "Dear Miss Manners, I asked my parents and they said it's okay for me to invite my best friend Niley to spend the night at my house. I can't wait, but to tell you the truth, I'm a little bit nervous because I've never had someone visit our home overnight before. Can you give me any suggestions as to how to make it as much fun as possible for both of us?"
Absolutely, Abby. Well, first of all, thank you for your excellent question. You certainly aren't alone. Many people are in your situation when this is the first time you're going to have a friend come and spend the night at your house, and you really like her and you want to be good friends with her, and you want this to be a really enjoyable time for both of you. So of course you're a little nervous, and she's probably a little nervous too. So when you first invite her, and her name is, you said, Niley. When you first invite her, let her know how thrilled and how excited you are to have her over and how much fun you believe the two of you are going to have. And a little bit before her visit, a day or so before her visit, you want to show her that you're thoughtful and that you are considerate of her feelings, and you're going to ask her certain questions. Like you want to say to her, Niley, are there any foods that you can't eat? Are you allergic to anything that I need to know about? For example, if Niley was allergic to, let's say, cheese, and your family was going to make a cheese dinner, that would be terrible. What would Niley do? What would you do if you were allergic to cheese and you were invited to somebody's house and it was a cheese dinner?
I wouldn't come. I'd say, this is awful.
Well, if you were there already,
then I've got problems.
You have problems. So you want to ask the person, is there anything they don't eat, so that you know and you can tell your mom beforehand. You want to know, is your friend allergic to a dog or a cat, if you have a dog or a cat, because you're going to have to make certain accommodations if she can't be near any of these animals. Kind of going to let her know what time you normally eat dinner in your house. If she always eats dinner at 5:30 and in your home you eat at 7, it might be a little uncomfortable to her. But if she knows beforehand, she's going to understand. She might have a little snack before she comes, or she's at least going to know that dinner is going to come at some point, and it's going to be later than when she normally eats, and that's okay. Okay, you want to ask her if there are any kind of activities that she particularly likes to do, any games that she really likes to play. So again, you want to make her feel comfortable. You want to show that you have good breeding, you have lovely manners, you know how to behave. It's all about being empathetic to somebody else. It's all about manners and etiquette, are all about thinking of the other person, putting yourself in their shoes and trying to make the evening or the day or however long she's going to spend with you as pleasant as it can be for her. So now when she comes, you want to be sure that you introduce Niley to your parents so that everybody again is comfortable. And when she leaves, you want to thank her very much for coming. You want to let her know how much you enjoyed her visit, and you hope that this will happen many times again. So I think if you do those things, you should have a perfectly lovely visit.
What if she sleeps with a stuffed animal and she would like to bring it?
I think that's lovely, and actually you might even say to her, look, if you have a special little stuffed animal, or if you have a special pillow or something that you'd like to sleep with, bring it. It's fine. You want to make her feel at ease.
I sleep with a lizard. Could I bring him if I was invited?
Maybe not a lizard.
Okay. Well, the next letter we have comes from Youngstown, Pennsylvania, which is about 2 hours from Pittsburgh. And it's from Callum, who writes, 6 months ago, a boy named Tomas moved to our town, and he and I have become very, very good friends.
Nice.
Recently, he told me his parents asked to invite me to come over to his house overnight.
Oh.
I think that'd be great, but you know, I haven't visited overnight anywhere at a friend's house. I'm a little bit nervous about it.
Of course.
What can you tell me to help?
Absolutely. I understand how you feel. If I was in your position, Callum, I would be nervous too. If you have never spent the night away from home, there's always a first time for everybody. If you've never spent the night away from home at a friend's house, it's a little nervous. It's a little nerve-wracking. He's probably feeling a little nervous too, so just know that. So here are some things that you can do to make this evening comfortable for yourself and comfortable for him. Remember your manners. Manners are going to help you every time. So beforehand, you want to tell him, just as in the previous letter we spoke about being allergic to foods, you want to tell your host, look, I'm allergic to such and such, this kind of food, or I'm allergic to animals. You want to say, or I have a certain medication that I need to take at 7 o'clock every evening. Will it be okay if your mom supervises this for me, right? So you want to say, if there's special situations that occur, you want to let your friend know. It'll make everything more comfortable, all right? Be very courteous, very respectful the whole time. Remember, you can never say please and thank you often enough. Be gracious all the time.
What if Callum wanted to bring a gift of some kind to the parents? Do you think that's a nice idea?
Nice. Something small, like a flower from your garden or a little card that you've made. You don't have to spend any money. You just want to show that you're gracious, that you have good manners, that you have good breeding. So if you bring just a little something, some little flowers, some fruit that you've picked off your fruit tree, some tomatoes that are growing in your garden, that's lovely.
I'd be
really
pleased
lovely.
to loan them my lizard.
No, your lizard is staying at home. Okay, when you first enter their home, you might want to look around and say something nice like, oh, this is a lovely room, this is a lovely home. I like that particular painting on the wall. Something pleasant, right? Now we have to break the ice. Now, you do not want to look in any rooms without permission. If doors are closed, do not open them. Do not open other people's closets, other people's cupboards. Don't go poking around in things. That's not the right thing to do. Of course, do not bring a pet without having asked permission. You probably don't want to bring a pet at all, but if for some reason you want to bring your dog, ask permission first, right? Remember that certain toys may be off limits. Be careful. Ask if you can play with things. Include brothers and sisters. If your friend Tomas has younger brothers and sisters, or maybe even older ones, ask them if they want to join the activities. Think about how you would feel if you were those brothers and sisters, right?
You know, I'm looking at my watch though, and by golly, these people haven't eaten dinner yet, and I'm hungry. Do you think I should say, hey, when is dinner?
No, you're going to wait for dinner. You're going to wait pleasantly, and you're going to wait quietly, and you're going to be respectful and gracious. When you do sit down, when it's dinner time, you might ask if you can help set the table. After dinner, you're going to ask if you can help clear the table. During dinner, you're going to show your best manners. And if you don't know what to do, if they've served food and you don't quite know how to eat it, look at the parents. Take your cue from them, see what they're doing, and do the same thing.
What if they put broccoli on my plate and I don't like broccoli?
You take a little bite, and then you leave it. You don't say anything. You don't say, I don't like this. Right? So you want to be gracious all the time. Now, when you use the bathroom, when you take a shower, be sure you leave the bathroom as you found it. Don't leave it dirty. Don't leave it messy. Don't leave dirty clothes lying around. No, that is not going to show that you have been well bred. That's not going to show how your parents want to think about you, right? So think about that. In the morning, please make your bed. Ask Thomas's mother if you can strip the bed. If she says no, okay, just make the bed, leave everything as you found it. Take home all the things that you brought. If you brought a game to play, if you brought a stuffed animal, please take all your stuff home. Be sure to thank Thomas. Be sure to thank his parents and his brothers and sisters. Say goodbye nicely and graciously.
What if these people dress funny? Or, they smell funny? How do I do that?
You're going to have to come to our manners and etiquette class. I can see that. No, you're not going to say anything untoward. If you can't say something nice, it's an old adage. Don't say anything at all.
All right. Well, Miss Manners, I have to go into the next studio where we're having a class coming on history, but it has been wonderful having you here, and I'm going to let you say goodbye over the worldwide Omni Learning Center multimedia system.
Thank you. It has been a great pleasure being with you, boys and girls, today. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you next week, and I wish you adieu. Bye-bye.